Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Taranto Coastline. Playing today, spawning on the left is Treadz with US forces, gone for Airborne. Straight away, paradropped a machine gun in, but onto his own fuel here, not onto his opponents. Like, pretty common to drop them into these buildings sometimes. Hasn't done for that, he's just gone for his own. On the right hand side is Ray with Wehrmacht. Gone for double pyro into Gren. No big surprises there. In terms of ranks, Treadz 11, Ray 1. Those three players had a weakish hold, I guess, so not sure what their exact ranks would have been at the time. Ray's name at that time was Axis Unplayable, so I think you can understand his position on what he's playing. I think at the moment, oh yeah, so I'm playing his Brits when they got that healing, man. I'll say that much. But we've got US forces here today, and it's not the Pershing for Treadz.
Machine gun paradrop underway.
Gone for a second paradrop. Hasn't gone for anything, by the way. Just built engineers and 2 paradrop machine guns. No starting tech structure, straight into the infantry support center. I don't think I've ever seen a build like this before. But this is, you know, Treadz up at rank 11 with it, so he's got to be getting something going. So far, so good. He's going to go for the weapon support center now. Coming up, probably in a fine time. Still can't go for a half track yet, so he hasn't missed anything really. Gets the firepower of the captain now. Going for a second engineer. Oh, you know, trying to keep track of this build because it's something we don't see too often. There's a few little pokes and prods across the battlefield. I think Ray pretty well aware that he's up against 2 paradropped machine guns. Doesn't want to just like charge head on into them and lose a bunch of ground after being forced to retreat. Playing a KG style. Captain boosts the engineers in. Focusing down the pyro first, but can merge into that. Probably will do it once it gets down to 1 model. Might not even need to. There's too much firepower here for the engineers alone. A little bit of a late retreat. Gonna get away with it though. It's too close for comfort on that. So he's not going to merge in at all. Just use the grenadiers. Mid-tent coming in. So mid-tent before any kind of vehicle. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting like a quad or something.
Engineers have been reinforced. Ready to get to it.
There goes from mid-tent. Can of course drop in paratroopers later on, so can help them in the infantry department.
Infantry, get to cover.
Flamethrower pops. I'm not going to get a chance to use it though. Too low on health. Okay, engineers have made their move, and Ray wasn't watching up the top here. Loses pyre to them. 2-1 popping out for Ray pretty fast as well. Healthy amount before the 5-minute mark. Okay, now half track's in the build for Treadz, but he's, you know, maybe about 10 fuel late on this. Definitely has had very good fuel control to this point though. You know, sometimes in these higher ranked games you might expect to be cut off quite a lot, so in a game like this where you've had like guaranteed fuel control for the entire match, sometimes your build timings don't quite line up as cleanly. And that's often what these absolute top players are really good at, you know. every little twist and turn the game may take. They've got an adaptation to their build to make it work. 3 getting a bit of a roll on here. 221 is focused on engineer. Not worried about this. Quad is in progress, about halfway done now. Reinforcing from the half-track though. Treadz refusing to give up ground. Going to be a flak for 8. But overall, you know, like a 6-minute quad's not that fast. Could have had this like a minute and a half earlier, I would say.
Commander, we've lost the sector.
I think they did like nerf the build time on this half-track or something somewhat recently, right? So it does come in a little bit later than it used to. Takes a small burst from the flak gun. Flak is pretty well equipped to deal with this. Okay, it looks like the captain's decided going to go for the artillery call-in. Ray scattering. Meanwhile, Ray is capping a lot of ground on the top side of the map. Gets into this building first. Black coming back in now. Randy is using the V1 healing.
Bazooka squad is equipped and ready.
Right, the 221 vision plus the flak should be pretty successful. Problem from this spawn is that sometimes like the fences here can really limit your movement. If you're trying to go for like a no vehicle build or a late vehicle, can be a real problem. Early game team weapon positioning from that spawn. Chasing away the machine gun up here. Maybe if he was on top of things, he could have got a grenade onto the retreat as well. Flak gets a short burst off. Machine gun's going to survive, but yeah, could have been in some trouble. So yeah, we've got some paratroopers dropping in on the top side. Also got a bazooka team for Treadz. Just a bit of insurance in case Ray does decide to upgrade that with the Panzerboxer. Wants a little bit more firepower. If possible, we want to be stationary for these bursts because the movement performance of the quad is quite bad. Drops a huge amount of DPS when firing on the move.
Transport loaded up and ready to make a pass. The enemy have taken territory from us.
Okay, Treadz pushing in here a bit. Smoke drop from the Vet 1 on the scout, hiding things a bit. Engineers, remember, they got those satchels, so this has to be careful. Oh, that's a fast Wehrmacht. 840 and it's on the field doing damage. That is insanely quick. As I said, very little resource harass on this map. Don't think Treadz has touched that 10 fuel, which does often get decapped. Uses the captain's boost to assist the retreat. I usually forget to do that, even though I did include that in one of my micro tips videos. Just forget to use that ability in general. Might use like twice a match usually. Good burst from the bazookas there though. Gone for an unusual option. Paratroopers with the bazookas, you don't see this too often. Here they come. Super bazookas is done for Treadz as well. Oh, Grenadier dead. Engineer's getting very low. Paratroopers also a big threat with their explosives to the flak gun that has to back up. 221. He cancelled repairs on it to go repair the Wehrmacht and then forgot to reverse it. Oh, not good for Ray. Uncharacteristic for him to lose 2 squads like that. He must have really been feeling the heat from those bazookas chasing them. Some big
18
pickups
gun
there.
airdrops are available in our sector.
Carried out, Commander.
So it is breakthrough for Ray, stalling for the Tiger. Definitely those are the two most popular tactics at the moment. Either Terror, stalling for the King Tiger, or Breakthrough, stalling for the regular Tiger. With this kind of progression.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
I'm a little bit surprised not to see Treadz try go for 75mm M3.
They have taken our victory point.
Where were they again?
Just relying on the bazookas.
Taking rounds.
They've captured a victory point.
Working on the top. Captain's artillery dropped on the flak. Second Werball out for Ray now. It's going to make it really hard to deal with only 2 bazookas, but he's got a few mines up. Ray, oh, that's a late retreat from Treadz. He's throwing some grenades and doing some stuff over here. One more bazooka. Oh, it had to reload. Para's dead. Werball, 1 shot, still alive. Definitely a little bit sloppy from Treadz though, not queuing up a move order after planting his mines. Just a habit you really should get into, even if it's just a small right click somewhere. So you're not in that super obvious formation that you just planted a mine.
Sector gone. We must take it back.
Just a habit you have to get into. Doesn't take that long just to queue up a shift right click after a mine, you know. Oh, that is really bad news for Treadz. Bazooka down. And these Werbles are going to turn up the bleed now. You can see the KD ratio already stacked in Ray's favor. Did manage to get up here with the scout, and it looks like it's going to get away and survive as well. Can often be a problem retreating from that far decap. Get wiped on retreat. 2 bazookas here rolling up on the Werbel. Trying to get some shots in.
A victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Quad gets a nice little angle though on the flak.
You have 3
pressuring.
command points available.
Contact. German infantry. Armor.
We'll try and damage his backs up. Runs into a Faust with the flak right beside.
Tough, boys.
I wonder what V1 that
Territory point
has
is no longer
selected.
under our control.
They shoot scoot. There's probably time to use it. Good use of the attack ground there. No mid bunker. Doesn't look like Ray has healing at all, just relying on Grenadiers for healing still at this stage. So we'll be taxing his manpower over time a bit. 3rd bazooka team now for Treadz. He's really trying to muscle up at this timing, even though he's right about there where he could tech and build a tank. He's opting for a 3rd bazooka instead.
Squad, reporting in. A victory point is under attack. We must act.
I mean, ticking up takes time, building a tank takes time, and 2 Werbels could easily rush him and overwhelm him in the process.
Victory point. We're losing it.
But he's starting to lose the map. He's picked up another pyro as well for faster repairs on the second tank, so
We must act.
couldn't even get shots on there. 2 bazookas though, waiting.
A victory point is under enemy control now.
Only a few of them hitting.
We've lost control of the sector.
Ooh. Just need 1 more to connect. Doesn't get it. Backs out to do a phosphorus shell, maybe? Yep. Nice little move. And the quad comes up, hoping to apply a bit of bleed. It's the other Werbel up here though, thanks to that second pyro repair. Back in here, turning up the bleed again.
Lost the weapon crew.
Almost 2 to 1 KD ratio right now. Only drops one model to the mine as well. Everything's working for Ray. Gonna steal away the MG on top of that. Oh, and again, the Wehrmacht gets away on one shot. Got some Jaegers in the retreat path looking to clean some of these squads up. And he does lose one, and they drop a bazooka too. The Jaegers could pick that up. That is a disaster for Treadz. Wow. Luckily though, the Shrek missed 2 shots in a row there. And Ray doesn't make it a priority to get down here to crew that, pick up that bazooka. So it's on the engineers now.
Enemy movement near our victory point.
Could you imagine that? Jaegers with the ambush. Shrek and bazooka, that is a nasty surprise.
A victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Tremendous amount of damage. Ray does have, Treadz does, well, both of them, I suppose, have quite a lot of munitions right now.
Damn MG! He's in range! Orders complete!
Could be,
Commander,
getting the flares maybe on the scouts, popping them up from time to time. Hoping to find out the location of that flak gun, which seems to be torturing him a lot. Definitely surprised Ray hasn't gone for a mid bunker at this stage of the match, though.
Tools down. Repair work completed.
Keeping up on the top side, Ray. BP situation almost bang even.
Ready to kick some ass, boys?
the enemy have us over a barrel.
It's the veteran squad of bazookas that he lost as well, the Vet 2 squad, so it's a real shame. Treadz. It's the Artie on the
Our
flak.
sectors is now in enemy hands.
That's the grenadiers of it. The volley. Can he get in there for everything to connect? No. Maybe waiting for a double attack with once both Wervils at full strength. Treadz going for a bulldozer first, by the way.
Enemy activity. near
So
our
not
munitions
a
point.
direct answer to the Wervils.
Movement near a victory point.
I think this is quite important as well. Notice that Treadz has activated prioritized vehicles on
Point is under attack.
his bazookas. So they're not wasting their bazooka shots shooting at other stuff. And that's a great use of smoke from Treadz. Stopping the Wervils from hunting him down. He's still probably going to lose them though. Throws out a satchel, a bit of a traffic jam here. Oh my god! What?
Lost our frontline engineers.
It killed both of them? He lost his engineers over here, but what?
The enemy is stealing our munitions
I
point.
thought the Werbil out the back would have survived for sure. That is insane. Oh my goodness. What a play. Well, it was looking kind of grim for Treadz, but the smoke was great. And then, surprise, surprise, satchel waiting for you as you run through that. Ray a bit slow backing out.
Territory lost.
Huge for Treadz. Absolutely massive. And now there's nothing to stop this bulldozer. The only Shrek had retreated. Remember, there's no mid bunker to heal that up either. Maybe the consequences of that are going to be felt by Ray. Never getting that mid bunker up. And chased off the map. He's pretty close to the tiger now, though. And the tiger will slice through the bazooka teams with ease.
We're cleared for rocket strikes in our sector.
Tiger's like purpose built to bounce bazookas and one-shot them in return. Yeah, here it comes. Treadz gaining a decent amount of territory in the meantime. If you get a couple mines down, that will be quite good.
That's the signal. We're going in.
You have a sweeper for Ray. He's using some merging onto the flak. Treadz has paradropped in a paratrooper on the top side. There's the Tiger. Bazooka team lucky to survive. Ray marching onto the VP. Treadz is behind on VPs by, about 50.
Reports of enemy movement.
Bulldozer up to V1 there. I'm not too familiar with the icons. I'm guessing that's the rocket strafe. Treadz has locked in there. Not entirely familiar with all the new icons yet.
We've lost the territory sector.
So Ray's coming up here with a sweeper, so he's protecting this Tiger, making sure.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
Getting some mines up himself now. These Paras might have a bit of a dangerous run home.
Let's pull this back. We're down to 300 points.
It's around behind the building. Might have a decent retreat from here. Bulldozer's coming back up. Oof. That could be a little bit dicey. It's a great hit though from the Bulldozer. Softening up the Jaegers.
The fuel point is being
Getting
launched.
extremely low in fact. Oh, that shot from the Tiger though. Rear hit. Do you see that rear hit from the side? And that's why the bonus damage is a real pain sometimes. Oh, big hit from the rockets!
Tiger down.
He couldn't dodge, couldn't go back, tried to go forwards, didn't work, still got hit by enough of the rockets, and the bazookas were there. That lined up perfectly for Treadz. Wow.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
Need to go like down, but couldn't. Probably could have even just driven over this, right? I think the Tiger can crush this. I'm not 100% on that.
The enemy have taken territory
And
from us.
maybe this happened at a bad time because Ray just pushed out a Wehrmacht. Might delay the Tiger being able to be called back in again.
B-47 ready to ruin
Oh boy, the quad gets away alive again. On an absolute pixel. Maybe we can see how much health that is. Doesn't look like it. Oh no, there it is. 5 health.
Commander, we've lost a sector.
One more piece of flak would have done the job. Okay, a couple mines paying off there now for Ray. Engineer's got a bazooka and a flamer, so can't do any sweeping. He's picked up a martyr as well in the meantime, so trying to make the most of what he's got right now, forgetting about the Tiger.
Enemy won't let up.
Just wants a more direct answer to the bulldozer, and there's actually a second bulldozer now, Ray. Got to get up here with some kind of response. Oh, I wonder if that was an attack round. Bulldozer's not usually very good at chasing. Kind of looked like that one shot longer than you would expect. Might have been a manual attack round.
Where'd you want to rocket it to?
Shrek's coming up here, but again, without the healing, look, they're already under half health.
Engineers on the field.
Oh! That's a lot of manpower. The greedies here don't have enough models to merge in. Might as well just hit retreat, buddy. Like, what are you doing? You can't merge. Just retreat with both of them if you want to merge in base. Here comes the Martyr, though. Pyro spotting. Sight main gun. Is that? You need Vet 1 for that. Oh, it shows that How much I use that on the Marder. I think usually I just have Vet 1 if I'm going Marders, right? At this stage of the game anyway.
Repair work complete.
Oh! Nasty 1-2 hit. And, you know, if you sit still, they can get some pretty solid hits on vehicles as well, these bulldozers. Repairing in combat as well, just not under too much threat.
That should get you back in the war.
Bazookas are very low now, though. I think Treadz might have to give this one up. Oh! Mine went hidden again, got the captain wipe. Paris flanking, though. Get rid of the machine gun. They don't have any weapons up against two Jaegers. Gonna be a tough one for them. Oh, the bulldozer died?
105 destroyed.
What? He's pushing in. Drops the rockets again. Ray disengaging. But it's too slow. The rockets come through, do massive damage. Both Marders dead. Looks like he's hanging about to kill off the flat gun as well. I can't... Well, this is enterprising play. I would not have the courage that Treadz does to operate with these bazookas on this amount of health.
Engineers on the hook. Patched up.
But, you know, he made it work with the rocket run. There was some big damage. And Ray now in like a holding pattern just has to keep spamming Marders to answer the threat. Really paying the consequences for not getting that mid bunker down. I really do not understand that. And casualty clearing would have paid itself off 3 times over by now, I imagine.
Hellcat has been completed.
And that's before save manpower from just having healing. Detecting mines. Treadz still behind on the victory points and, you know, only about 10 population ahead. Not that big of a lead, really, in the army department. I'll make sure he doesn't take engine damage on this bulldozer, though. That's important. Here's the Hellcat. Marder clobbers it. Not able to return fire. Let's have a bazooka on that guy, remember. That's actually working quite well for him right here. Torching squads. Smashing back vehicles. Pyro's dead there quickly. This is the end of the Hellcat. Oh, the bazooka on the engineer. Getting the job done, but now the bulldozer's in trouble. Oh, a bounce from the Shrek, I'm pretty sure. And there goes the Marder. Oh, Ray bet it all right there. He bet it all, and it didn't pay off. Let's see what this survived at. Very hard to select the health bar without scrolling down. It's basically impossible. 44 HP. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Shrek bounced. And that's what made the difference. Bulldozer's got a little bit of armor. Able to make that happen. Bazooka's coming down the hill now. And there goes the other Wehrmacht. And with that, I think Ray probably about due to throw in the towel.
M4A1 Sherman
Maybe
deployed.
put some M1919s on these paratroopers now. Get some anti-infantry going. These rocket runs, dude. Wow. Do they feel faster on this map or something? I don't know. It usually feels like they're not that hard for me to dodge them, unless I got a damaged engine or something, but Rays seem to have a lot of trouble both times. I suppose if you have to deactivate sight main gun mode on your Marder, like, you know, it's just one more thing to do, one extra delay. Makes it hard to dodge. Let's go for a regular Sherman next, Treadz.
Enemy at 250 points.
Check down through the smoke, Pyro dead. Right, you know, top of the table, doesn't want to throw in the towel, doesn't want to lose, but you have to accept that this one is gone.
Location secured. All quiet.
Oh, scouts at Vet 3 there, eh? 31 minutes into the game.
Engineers have been upgraded. No route to
Trying to attack around that mine he spotted earlier. In these situations, you might as well... Okay, he's throwing in the towel.
It's done. The battle is
You might as well
Stand down.
attack ground so your engineers can keep repairing, right? It's kind of a more efficient thing to do than have your engineers go over to sweep it, unless you don't want your opponent to know the location of your vehicle while it's being repaired. It wasn't a problem for Treadz because he was confident in his positioning. So yeah, some magic plays there from Treadz. Started out with that satchel on the other side of smoke, knocking out both the whirlwinds. He was looking in major trouble this game up until that point. And then took out the Tiger with ease. Again, the rocket run. Tiger, you know, drives forwards into the bazookas or drives back into the rockets. Need to drive, you know, off to the side if possible, but maybe couldn't react in time, didn't notice it fast enough. And after that, Ray never really able to recover that extra attack from Treadz, you know, bringing in those two-man low-health bazooka teams to fight. Yeah, it worked, but as I said, like, it would have been so easy to lose them. The rocket run, eh? Maybe that's the secret, because it takes a while for those Marders to dodge, jump out of sight main gun mode and get out of there. Seemed to work out really well for Treadz in this game. But yeah, it was an interesting build, seeing Treadz like not build any like barracks or weapon support center until after teching the infantry support center. That is, yeah, I don't think I've you know, playing this game for 2 years. I don't think I've seen that happen. Maybe like in the very early days of Airborne, place would just make like non-stop machine guns, but nothing in the last year and a half, I'd say. Alright, well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like a game recast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.